Hey guys, I'm back again. This is Nomad Fury, and we're here for another episode of the Nomads podcast. And for this episode, guys, our special guest is no other than the community manager of Dyson Finance. So please welcome to the show, Mr. Solar Freeman.
Hi guys, great to be here and very excited to talk to you guys and to you, Nomad Fury, about our latest product, Dyson Finance.
All right. And also, I would like to say hello to all of our listeners who are tuning in to our podcast right now with Solar, the community manager of Dyson Finance. So, guys, we will be learning more about the Dyson Finance regarding their features, what is going on with them lately, especially their integration to Linea and so much more. So, are we all set, Solar?
Yeah, I think we can start.
All right. So first things first, could you share to us about a short intro about Dyson Finance?
Yeah, absolutely. So Dyson Finance is a decentralized exchange, so a DEX that aims to make liquidity provision accessible and profitable for everyone, especially retail investors. And our platforms offers unique features like dual investment and the membership program that ready DeFi and make liquidity provision. And we have launched a pioneer version of on Linea last week, so you can already try out the platform with small amounts. So you just need to type linea.dyson.finance.
All right. So thank you so much for that wonderful short introduction. About Dyson Finance Solar. So yes, we're excited here to learn more about you guys. About how could you make a difference here in the DeFi space as well as your integration with the Linea, which is one of the most common layer twos here. Now, before you guys develop Dyson Finance, let's try to stroll back in time, shall we? How did you got introduced into the crypto and blockchain space for the first time, and what inspired you to pursue this industry?
Yeah, so actually our team has been part of the Ethereum Foundation for several years, like I think since 2017. Or even earlier, like 2016. And we got grants also in the past from big names in the blockchain industry, like Polygon, Aave, and we've also been part of the Chainlink ecosystem. And we've built DeFi protocols, accumulating millions of TVL, and our research team is specialized in financial derivatives. And we think that the DEX space is fundamentally broken because liquidity provision is not financially attractive enough or even accessible for laymen. So, like if I ask you or anyone in the audience if they have ever swapped tokens in the past, they would probably tell me yes. But if I ask people, have you ever provided liquidity to a DeFi platform? There wouldn't be like that many people raising their hands. And with Dyson Finance, we want to change that by making liquidity provision consistently and predictably profitable.
All right. So at least you've shared to us on how you got introduced into the crypto and blockchain space for the first time and what really inspired you to pursue this industry. So thank you so much for sharing that to us, Solar. And you know, Linea is something that I am definitely looking forward to. I've been following them for a long while since they are being owned by Consensus. Ever since that, they had so many campaigns. Like the Linea Voyage and so on. I've been active in doing some stuff on Linea. Especially in exploring some platforms out there that are supporting this layer 2 chain. Now, my question for you is that what are your thoughts about Linea and why you guys decided to integrate this layer 2 blockchain into your ecosystem?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we've shared a panel discussion with Linea in Singapore a month and a half ago during Token 2049. And we share a lot of values and principles regarding DeFi. And we have decided to launch our pioneer version there first last week because Linea brings great scalability and efficiency to our platform with very safe and fast transactions. And there's also the DeFi Voyage campaign happening this month of November that will reward Linea users, and we are one of their official partners. So don't miss that out.
All right. Oh, that's amazing for us to hear from you about your thoughts about this amazing layer 2 blockchain called Linea and why you guys decided to integrate this into your ecosystem. All right. Now, speaking of the Linea DeFi Voyage, as what you mentioned, how does it feel for you guys to be part of it starting next month?
Yeah, like we're pretty excited. It's an opportunity for users to discover Linea, as well as Dyson Finance, and how it can be an opportunity to earn a predictable income as a liquidity provider, and learning how to swap, etc. So it's a way, if you want, like to combine something like a learning, like educational content, and like a more playful content, since this is a gamified campaign where you perform an action and you get a reward in exchange.
Okay, so that's great, for us to hear from you guys on how does it feel that Dyson Finance is part of this exciting and upcoming Linea DeFi Voyage starting next month. Since I am a DeFi fanatic myself, and I had to admit that Linea is one of my favorite layer 2 chains. So I'm looking forward to interact in your platform for this DeFi Voyage of Linea. And speaking of you guys as a DeFi platform, I know that there are so many DeFi platforms out there that are using or integrating the Linea Layer 2 chain. Now, my question for you is that how will you guys stand out from the other platforms in terms of your features?
Yeah, so Dyson Finance stands out from other dexes with innovative features such as dual investment, which is a much simpler way to provide liquidity to a DEX and enjoy predictable returns. So if you use a platform like another DEX, the most famous one, like a Uniswap, etc., it's a little bit complicated for layman users to provide liquidity. They need two different tokens. They need to set several, like a price range where they want to charge users. They need to choose a tier fee, etc., etc. This is way too complex for basically regular investors. And on Dyson Finance, it's way more simple. Basically, all you need to do is to deposit one single token and an investment period. So it could be 1 day, 7 day, or a month, and you will earn a premium regardless of the market direction. So if the price of, for example, ETH compared to USDC goes up or down, you're going to earn the same APR. But the question will just be, what will be the token you're going to earn at the end of the investment period? So if the price goes up, you will earn your premium in USDC, and if the price goes down, you will earn your premium in ETH. So it's a way like to really to oversimplify. It's a way to buy low and sell high, and the platform is designed so that the premium that you earn is is high enough thanks to the protocol controlled value, and helps you invest in liquidity provision without worrying about impermanent loss, MEV, sandwich attacks, etc., like on other platforms.
Okay, so at least we've learned from you on how Dyson Finance stand out from the other DeFi platforms out there in terms of your amazing and attractive features that you have mentioned, your use cases and fundamentals of it. Now, my next question for you is, could you share about the past and the recent achievements that you guys have accomplished, including the partners that you have on board?
Yeah, so we've been on testnet since July, and we've also organized a testnet trading competition. And this was a huge success. Like, we have accumulated tens of thousands of users, who are willing to to swap, to provide liquidity, etc. And we're also very proud to be supported by big names such as Linea, Polygon, Chainlink, and more that we will announce in the future. Yeah, and currently, like we have launched a few days ago, since like on Linea, and we've already accumulated like some good TVL, like for our pioneer version, where we just ask people to like invest in very small amounts.
All right, so at least you've shared to us about the past and recent achievements that you have for Dyson Finance, especially the partners that you have on board. And aside from the achievements that you have mentioned, I know that you guys have encountered several challenges as well. Now, could you share about those challenges that you and your team are facing nowadays and how you cope up with them?
I think like the challenges we have are probably the same as every other protocol, and I think I would start with like surviving in the bear market. Like hopefully, like we're reaching the end of it, but yeah, like I think like this is like we're turning this challenge into an opportunity, since like a bear market is the time to build. It's the time to accumulate experience and make sure that we invest in intrinsic values, into fundamentals, and not too much into just pure storytelling and whatever you see in the middle of bull markets. So this is one of our challenges, and of course, as a community manager, like community building is not an easy task. You need to keep people happy. You need to make people fully understand what you're doing. You need to reward the right people at the right time, uh, like accordingly. So yeah, these are like two of the main challenges we have, and for the rest, we're making sure that the platform is running smoothly, and that users are enjoying the best customer experience possible.
Okay, so at least you've shared to us some of the challenges that you guys have been facing these days and how you overcome them. Thank you so much for that. Now, let's proceed to my next question. How do you see Dyson Finance in a few years from now?
Yeah, so the way we see Dyson Finance in a few years is probably a little bit like the the smartphone market, what you see between the operating systems of the smartphone market, like Android and iOS. So on the one hand, you have Android, where most users in the world and most of the market share is on Android, but most of the profits are made on iPhones, on iOS, and this is how we see ourselves in the DEX market. There will be big decentralized exchanges, but that cannot, structurally speaking, are not able to make much profits for the liquidity providers compared to us, who we're more like more recently entering this DEX market. But structurally, thanks to our dynamic AMM and thanks to the nature of dual investment, we're able to secure much more profits for our liquidity providers. So basically, we see ourselves in the future a little bit like Apple in the DEX market. So low volume comparatively, but high profits.
Okay, so that's great to hear from you on how do you see Dyson Finance in a few years from now. So let's look forward to it. Now, my next question for you is, could you give us some reasons on why we should not miss out on Dyson Finance, especially with your ongoing events like being part of the Linea DeFi Voyage starting next month? And what is it for us if we are onboarded with this opportunity?
So first, as a reason, I would say that Dyson Finance is financially attractive enough. It's a reason to enough by itself to get invested in it as a liquidity provider, or simply to swap, if you are on Linea. And provide liquidity. And yeah, like so, this Linea DeFi Voyage will be a great way to gain exposure to new users, like who are part of the DeFi ecosystem. And yeah, like another reason would be that if you participate in Dyson Finance, you will get rewarded in terms of token airdrops by Linea. So uh, so this is a great way to learn, but this is also a great way to earn. And even outside the Linea Voyage, you'll be able to earn on Dyson Finance, like by providing liquidity or simply by trading on the DEX.
Okay, so at least we've learned from you, Solar, on why we should not miss out Dyson Finance, especially with your upcoming events, like being part of this much anticipated Linea DeFi Voyage for next month. And before we wrap this up, I have a final question for you, in which our listeners who are tuning in to this podcast of ours, it's something that they're really looking forward to. It's something that they have been speculating, especially for those who are doing some retroactive drop activities. My question for you is, will there be an airdrop or incentives for early supporters and users of the Dyson Finance platform?
Yeah, absolutely. There will be airdrops and incentives for our best users on testnet and the first versions of mainnet. So this includes Linea and Polygon ZKVM in the future. So we're going to launch our own governance token, which will be called DYSN, and like we're also going to announce this week a point system that will be based on your past actions on testnet and mainnet. And the more points you accumulate by performing tasks on chain but also off chain, the more DYSN you're going to earn. A second thing is our creator program. So we have a creator program that is happening monthly, where we reward users with up to 5,000 US dollars in Dyson tokens for creating content, educating users about Dyson Finance, or attracting a lot of people to use it. So it could be educational, it could be pure marketing, it could be articles, it could be videos, it could be infographics, it could be a lot of different things. Like just let your creativity speak. And this is happening monthly. And our first month of the creator program is ending basically tomorrow. And we're going to announce the winners and also follow up next month for the second phase of the creator program. And last but not least, it's a little bit like what I've been speaking about earlier. So we have a loyalty program on Galaxy where the more tasks you perform and the more oath campaigns, the more oath NFTs you're collecting, the more points you get and the higher you become in the Galaxy leaderboard. So we invite you to go to our Galaxy space and try to collect as many NFTs as possible. So you just need to go to galaxy.com/Dyson Finance, DYSON Finance. And yeah, like just do your best and you'll get rewarded accordingly. And as a last word, I invite you guys to join our Discord as well as our Twitter account.
All right. So you've heard it from the community manager himself, that the Dyson Finance has confirmed an airdrop for the participants in both the testnet and the mainnet, as well as their creator program that is currently ongoing every month on Zeely. And they also have a campaign in Galaxy, especially the much anticipated Linea DeFi Voyage, in which Dyson Finance will be a part of it. So before we end, do you have some parting words for our listeners who are tuning in to our podcast today?
Yeah, first, thanks for listening, and we invite you guys to try out Dyson Finance, so linea.dyson.finance, to explore the future of DeFi, because this is truly a next generation kind of DEX. And yeah, like you can try us out on Linea, and soon in the future you'll be able to do that on Polygon zkVM. And yeah, like can be a liquidity provider or simply swap. And we hope to see you very soon, either on Discord or on Twitter.
All right. And also, before we end, guys, I would like to let you all know, that we are not promoting any financial or investment advice in this podcast. Okay. This is just for educational, entertainment, and informative purposes, just to be fair and transparent to all. All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for today's episode of the Nomads podcast. So we have the community manager of Dyson Finance, Mr. Solar Freeman. So once again, Solar, thank you so much for your time here with us. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your time, and see you very soon.
All right. And also, I would like to thank all of our subscribers and our listeners who are tuning in to our podcast with Solar Freeman, the community manager of Dyson Finance. So, if you want more information, I have provided all of the resource links right here on the video description. So, I would really appreciate some honest feedback from you guys regarding our podcast for today, whether if it's positive or negative, or if you have some questions or clarifications that were not covered right here in this podcast session. Feel free to post it right here in the comment section. Okay. And if you think that this video is quite helpful and valuable to you, kindly do not hesitate or think twice in sharing this to your friends out there, especially those who are so enthusiastic regarding DeFi, crypto, Linea, and more. And one more thing, guys, I would like to invite you all to smash the subscribe button, hit like, and turn on the notification bell for more videos, podcasts like this one regarding crypto, Web3, DeFi, and more. So I do have a question for you. Did you enjoy tuning into this podcast? Has this podcast helped you a lot and gives value in any way? And what do you think about it? Just let us know right here in the comment section. So once again, this is Nomad Fury, and I'll see you all again next time. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you.